Welcome dear friends to my video course on the concept of teaching. This comes under the course Teaching Theory and Happy Teacher Tips. What is the meaning of teaching? Teaching is a social process. It is an aspect of cognitive development. It is a linguistic process, language aspects. It is an art as well as science of understanding students. It is a process of communication. Teaching is a profession itself. Teaching is a process of imparting knowledge to the students. So, teaching is as broad as life itself. It is an art as well as science. Why? Because it is an art exhibited by the teacher with a specific method, skill, and style. Teaching is the art of dealing with a particular area of knowledge and also the learner. A teacher understands the difficulties, feelings, capacities, and limitations of his disciples. What are the various definitions of teaching according to some experts? According to Henry C. Morrison, teaching is an intimate contact between a more mature personality and a less mature person, which is designed to further the education of the latter, that is, the student. According to Albert Einstein, the supreme art of teaching is to awaken joy in active expression and knowledge. According to Burton, teaching is the stimulation, guidance, direction, and incongruent of learning. According to Galileo, you cannot teach a man anything, you can only keep him to find it himself. These definitions clearly give the meaning of teaching, the characteristics of teaching too. What are the various characteristics of teaching? Teaching as imparting, that is, imparting knowledge to the students. This involves the following steps: supply of ideas, facts, and concepts, then instruction or direction to the students with regard to the topics, then demonstration, how certain areas of learning could be demonstrated by the teacher so that students get thorough knowledge, thorough understanding of the subject matter. Then discussion and the explanation. For further clarifications, discussion and the explanation is given to the students. Even students could ask some questions and clarify their doubts. Then teaching as instruction. Instruction is the channeling of the learning process. It is not a mere collection of some information to be presented to the group of individuals. In fact, psychologists have developed themes of instruction, namely theories of learning and intellectual development. So, instruction is the channeling of the learning process. How teaching becomes the instruction? Teaching has got certain important events and the functions of teachers in group interaction or instruction situations. Activating motivation is an instruction event. How teacher establishes common motivation. Then there is an event of informing learners of objectives. Here the teacher communicates objectives to the group. Then there is an event of directing attention. Teacher stimulates the attention of group members. Then stimulating recall. This is another teaching event. Teacher asks for relaxation by group members. Then enhancing retention. The teacher provides hints or prompts to group, or the teacher provides retrieval cues to group. Then there is an event of promoting transfer in teaching. Teacher sets a transfer task for all the members. Then eliciting performance. Teacher uses a test to assess the performance of group members. Then there is an element of providing feedback in teaching. Teacher provides a feedback to students varying in immediacy and precision. How teaching becomes a system of actions. Teaching is a dynamic and evolving activity. It is essentially characterized by selection and organization of content and process of teaching. Teaching, like learning, has its own form, its own constituent elements, its own regulations. Teaching is a scientific activity which is needed for scientific inquiry. Teaching is a concept which is based on norms of activity, hence, this becomes a system of action. Teaching is a system of actions. A system usually refers to a structured part. A system usually refers to a set of interrelated elements in sequential logical order. Engineers plan a system before building a house. It is teaching also is like that. Teachers are in a way social engineers as they are expected to build a system which results in a better learning. Activities for teaching and learning must be planned systematically at every step. It helps in the best utilization of time, resources, and energy. It enhances the professional skills of teachers as well as students. So, it is a system of action. Teaching is a system of actions. Teaching is also communication, is considered to be communication aspect. Communication is a process of exchanging ideas, opinions, insights aimed at bringing proper understanding between the teacher and the students. This interaction results in behavioral changes in the learner. Teaching becomes a sharing of ideas, insights, and feelings in a mood of mutual exchange, mutuality. Teaching is also interaction. It is considered to be interaction. Teacher-pupil interaction is the outcome of good relationship between the teacher and the students. This helps teachers develop control over his teaching behavior and to promote better communication. Teaching also is considered to be inducing learning process. Teaching and learning is an independent and complementary process. Most part of learning comes through instruction or presentation of knowledge or information. The personal influence of teachers directly affects the learning of teachers very positively. The students absorb knowledge as a result of teachers' presentation of facts and principles. The teacher, as an ongoing learner, induces students for different activities. Teachers' effectiveness and preparation induces the effectiveness of learning of the students. This is how teaching becomes an instrument of inducing learning process. Teaching also is considered to be a human potential development. It is considered to be human potential development. Teaching helps the learners in acquiring the capacity to gather knowledge. The learner's intelligence is reflected in the capacity to learn, think, and adjust to the demands of the environment. Adjustment, cooperation, leadership, discipline, courage, and sharing are the personality factors. Teachers can develop all these personality factors in his daily teaching. Teaching, certainly as a human potential development, becomes a model. The personality of the teacher as a model is a determining factor in the development of an integrated personality of the learner. The character development of the learners is shaped by the personal models of the teacher and also by personal influences in teaching and learning. Thank you very much, dear friends. Let us meet in other video lectures on the concept of teaching, process of teaching, etc. God bless you abundantly.